Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, where we celebrate what's good about Fresno. Not just Fresno, but the whole valley. Fresno, Sanger, Kingsburg, Madera, the whole valley. There's so many things going on out there that you may not know about. And so we want to let you know about the things that are happening. And something big's going on with the Kings River. Our guests are representing the Kings River Land Trust, Kent Kinney and Cher Arambell. Welcome.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Tell me what's going on out there. What's the purpose?
Would you like to speak to that?
Well, I'd love to. Kings River Land Trust recently changed to this name. We were known for many years as El Rio Reyes Conservation Trust, and we started really based in Reedley, and for the past 25 years the organization has been growing, and we primarily protect agricultural lands and environmental lands on a sustainable basis so that future generations will still have those resources available.
Yeah. Protect them from what?
Development,
Development.
loss of availability for agricultural use and for wildlife and habitat use.
Now, would you advocate to governmental bodies saying, let's keep this agriculture?
Well, absolutely. It's very important because we have to have, willing policies politically in order for the land to be protected. Otherwise, it could very quickly be converted to productive uses. But zoning laws, especially by the counties, Fresno County, Tulare County, and so forth, make a big difference in whether that land will actually remain in its present use or be developed.
Now, tell our viewers, where's the Kings River?
The Kings River is a very large watershed that starts actually in Kings Canyon National Parks and also Sierra National Forest. So if one was to go up to the Wishon Reservoir area or over to Kings Canyon National Park, that's part of the Kings River watershed, and it flows down to Pine Flat Lake, which is a 1 million acre of storage facility, and then flows down the main channel of the Kings River, but to a great part is diverted into irrigation canals that serve from Fresno City southward down toward the Lemoore area. So it irrigates Sanger, Kingsburg, Selma, Fowler, and places south also.
Amazing. Who knew? I mean, who knew it went that far? So I know it from the dam, that's Pine Flat Dam,
Yes.
down. And is that the area you're protecting?
From Pine Flat Dam, yes. We are working with our boundaries starting at Pine Flat Dam and basically following the bottom of the foothills. Frank Kern Canal really is kind of the border on the east, and we go west as far as the Kings River water flows, including canals, and south primarily to Hanford or Lemoore area. Our concentration to this point has been from Pine Flat Dam, centered down through Centerville, Sanger, and Kingsburg, Fowler, and so forth. So those areas we include part of Reedley, and it's a large area.
Yeah. And where's the river most prominent? Is it through Reedley? That's the right river, right? 'Cause
Well, yes, Reedley actually has the distinction of having a river truly running through it.
yeah.
Sanger, though, has property on the river also. They are not quite as developed close to the river.
Which
And
is
of
good,
course-
right?
Well, I think that the protection of the river can be done whether a city or a private individual or any entity owns it. But certainly areas that are very close to the river have the potential for pollution and loss of habitat. So one needs to be careful for that.
Do you think people would be surprised about what kind of animals, what kind of living wild animals are along the river?
Well, yes, I think they would. We have a lot of species that have been in the area for a long time. We have lost some. Before Pine Flat Dam and before the diversions, the area that we're working in from where Pine Flat Dam is down through Centerville used to be an area with a lot of braided sloughs instead of having one main channelized more artificial river. At that time, beavers were, commonly living there, which was really beneficial to the amount of water that would percolate down into the soils and replenish our aquifer, which recently we're not getting that sort of resource available as much as we did before we changed the geology of that land.
I do a fun poll when I'm out and about, and I ask people here in Fresno, where do you think our water comes from? They go, probably those canals. I said, no, it's underground.
Yes, most of the water is stored underground. The million acre feet behind Pine Flat Dam is very small percentage of what is available for irrigation. And so the Kings River and other rivers, including the Kaweah and the Kern River, never flowed to the ocean to any extent. And so the water that's available in the groundwater in the aquifer from Fresno south to Bakersfield really were from those three rivers. And we had the largest inland lake. Tulare Lake was the largest freshwater inland lake west of the Mississippi. And that was changed dramatically in the recent past. So we are now experiencing changes to the amount of water and of course the habitat and ecological health and so forth from the changes that we brought about by damming those streams. As contrasted to the San Joaquin River, which has always flowed to the ocean.
Interesting. Now, Kings River Land Trust, I assume, is a nonprofit organization.
Sherry, you want to cover that?
Yes, we are, as a matter of fact.
Has a board of directors.
Yes.
President Kent Kinney,
Correct.
and you brought on staff, and you're the staff.
Correct. And our executive director is Luke Hoekstra.
Okay.
Yes.
And guys have a mission, probably as you've explained it,
Yes.
to preserve the lands from development or use that would kill a habitat, I guess.
Correct. Yeah.
I know along the San Joaquin River, I was on the city council, and I used to ask them, are you guys for or against that gravel mine? And they said, oh, we're okay with it because it's creating new habitats. So it's an interesting approach, but that's the kind of things you have to look into all the time, I'd imagine.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
What can people do to get involved or help?
One of the big things we're excited about is at the end of the month on Saturday, October 26th, we have our end of the year fundraiser, the Kings River Land Trust Barbecue Bash.
Nice.
It's going to be at the Kings River Winery from 4 to 8 p.m., like I said, on the 26th of October.
Okay.
And we have the Barbecue Queen is our serving an amazing barbecue dinner.
Nice.
We have Nick Slater and the Tulare Dust Band is a live country music band that's performing. This is all presented by Community West Bank. They're a big sponsor of our event. And people can get tickets at www.kingsriverlandtrust.org.
Yeah. Will we be able to see the river from the barbecue place?
You will be able to be near the river from the barbecue place. Yes, yes. Yeah. So
Who can go?
anybody can go, and anyone can go. And we have an incredible silent auction planned. We've got 4 Red Zone tickets and a parking pass to a Fresno State game in November, Colorado State versus Fresno State.
That'll be good.
That'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Fresno Equipment Company came through and donated one of their motorized gators for kids. We have a overnight stay, 2-night stay at an aqua farm in the Sanger area that should be a lot of fun. So we've got a lot of fantastic prizes.
I say that we have some really nice things in our valley, in our
Yes.
Central Valley here, and that Kings River is one of them.
Beautiful.
And I'm glad somebody's stepping up to be thoughtful in preserving it. And if we want nice things, we got to get behind them and support. So this would be a good way. I mean,
This would be a fantastic
who doesn't love
way.
barbecue?
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah. And the Nick Slater and the Tulare Dust Band, they've got that, you know, old school country music feel,
That'll be
but
fun.
with some new edge as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I have your web address on the screen,
Great.
kingsriverlandtrust.org.
Yes, that's
Can
where you
they
can get
find out about
tickets.
tickets and buy tickets? and-
Absolutely. We have, we're going to have a VIP reception. Those tickets are $100. That's from 4 to 5. And you'll also be eligible for a special raffle during that first hour. And then from 5 to 8, tickets are $75. And then for a table of 8, it's $625.
Might as well get the VIP tickets. Come on.
And you get beer and wine and soda
Excellent.
tickets as well. So,
Very good.
yeah.
Any last thoughts? Anything we've missed?
Well, you know, I should have mentioned the tool that we use for conservation is a conservation easement. And that is a legal document that's actually attached to the deed in perpetuity that allows that land to continue to be used for whatever purpose, such as agriculture or protection of the environment. And oftentimes, the landowner would receive significant compensation for allowing that
Right.
conservation easement to be placed on the land, but it remains in perpetuity. So whatever we protect now is protected for future generations. And the conservation easement is a tool that a land trust like we have to monitor and protect legally forever. So I really encourage people to support us because this allows our organization to exist not just now, but it will help us
Yep.
forever.
Somebody's got to be watching the easements forever.
Forever. That's
Very
exactly right. So for future generations, and the reason I'm volunteering to do this work is this really is one of the few tools that's protected by the state of California and ensures that people that come after us will have the benefit of what we have
What
protected
you
for
did,
them.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you
This
so
is
much
so
for having
important. And
us.
I had no idea. And I'm glad you came on the show. And our viewers now will know who you are and what you do. And hopefully you come back, give us a report every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Go to kingsriverlandtrust.org and find out more. And for our viewers, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more right after this.